Sorry for lack of production. I got one of those bugs up my ass where I decided to move everything in my room, and basically the stuff that was on that wall, I'm moving to that wall. And so you might recognize that setup with the bookcases, but it's on a different wall now. And so I just basically decided everything in my room needed to be turned around so I could have like 2 more square foot of space in my office here. And it's working out so far, but I still have to put everything back together, and I don't have my computer hooked up. But in the moment, I wanted to reply to a video by Kizzume. I believe it's called Stuff That's Happening and the Vids I Deleted. And I just want to point out first the irony that I'm replying to a video that Kizzume made because he deleted 2 other videos, and he says in it that we can't be sure that things that we see on the internet will be there when we want to go back and look at them. They might be changed. And I, right now, am not sure that Kizzume's video will still be up to anchor this video. The context might be removed. You know, Kizzume deletes a whole bunch of his videos. I'm one that is very conscious of that, and I tend to not delete anything. You know, it's a very, very rare occurrence for me to delete anything. Even if I'm wrong, I'll just annotate, you know. So, there's one point that Kizzume talked about that I wanted to expand upon in his video, okay? And it's about how people are forgetting to memorize phone numbers, and they're becoming completely reliant on their cell phones, storing their phone numbers for all of their friends in their cell phones. And let's say your cell phone breaks and you didn't have it backed up to the cloud. Well, you just lost all the phone numbers in your life. And this has happened to me a couple times in my life where I would have a phone break, and then the backup that I had didn't have a couple of phone numbers, and so I'd get a phone call from someone I didn't recognize and be like, hello, who's this? And, you know, find out, oh, that's the person I used to have saved in my phone. Why aren't they here? Oh, because I broke my phone again. It's happening less and less because I save every phone number into Google, onto my Google account for my phone. So that's it's going to be there, hopefully, you know, as long as Google doesn't break or someone doesn't hack it. But there is an occurrence that I've seen many, many times in my line of work where people really need to know, say, a few key phone numbers for a few key people in their lives, and they can't remember them at all, and they have no access to their phone. And these places are when somebody's on an M1 hold for being insane and they're in an emergency room, well, all of their stuff gets stripped off of them and they're not allowed to have access to their stuff readily. But that's something where, like, maybe the guards might go into their stuff and maybe get their phone. But also, say, in a detox, a psych ward, in a hospital, I imagine in jails and in prison, your phone is taken away from you. You know, you're not allowed to have phones, so how are you going to remember all those numbers? You know, if you didn't commit some to memory, and maybe somebody who knows all the people that you know, at least remember that one phone number, you're fucked if you get in one of those situations. Seriously, I've known people to need something done at their house. For instance, having a dog that's diabetic, needing its shots daily, and they're stuck in one of these situations where they don't have access to their phone, but they need someone to go give their dog shots. But they're stuck in that situation. This could be life or death if you don't know at least one good phone number of somebody who knows a lot of the people in your life. So yeah, we're getting to a point where we're becoming too reliant on technology, and it isn't the case that you can always have your cell phone on you. I've seen plenty of occasions, given the type of work that I do, where people have their cell phones taken away from them for their own safety and they don't have access to them, but they'll be given access to a phone where they can call out. They just don't have the numbers. You know? So yeah, let this be a lesson to all of you. At least remember a couple phone numbers. Commit them to memory so that if you get into one of those situations where you're stuck and the people that you are being held by are following the rules to a T and they're not giving you access to your cell phone, at least somebody that you call will be able to give you some other numbers.